Greetings, schools, and welcome to another dive into horror anthology television. Tonight we're taking a look at a scary werewolf episode of The Haunting Hour, titled Nightmare Inn. I hope you enjoy it. Please consider liking and subscribing if you do. And tonight's episode is brought to you by my patrons. Thank you endlessly, ghoulies. This episode wouldn't be possible without you. So let's get into it. Jillian and her mom are in the car on the way to the notorious Nightmare Inn. Sadly for them, Jillian's dad recently died, and the family has a hard time adjusting to life without him. So young Jillian has been drinking soda to stay awake later, to avoid the nightmares that plague her every night. She has a recurring dream where her mom dies because she insists on buying this Nightmare Inn. Purchasing the inn is something that Dad wanted dearly before his death. So we arrive at the inn, and there's a werewolf outside. Jill runs inside to avoid the mess, and she's met with horrifying noises, like a ghastly ghoul saying her name. No one wants to hear that, am I right? When she gets to the second floor, all the doors slam shut at once. She wakes up and realizes she isn't at the inn. Her mom brought them to the spot where her dad died, so later they arrive at the inn, and regardless of what Jillian says, her mom is obsessed with it, and she's gonna purchase it in the morning. They're spooked out badly when a woman named Priscilla creeps up behind them. She's there to show them the room. Her family has looked after the inn for years. Jill is sure that this place is bad news. She sees someone creepy in the hallway, and of course no one else does. Also, the room they're staying in is the room that she kept seeing in her recurring dream. So hopefully she won't be attacked in her sleep tonight. She hears a wolf noise in the night. She's seeing werewolves. When she wakes up, her mom's got a meeting to attend to so she can get the inn. Jill is distraught. She woke up missing her silver necklace from her dad. Jill says bye to her mom and stumbles right into Caleb, a local guy that's down to hang out. He offers to show her around town, so they take a walk. We get more backstory on Jill. Then she's called to the house for a phone call. It's her mom. When Jill takes the call, Priscilla is out there getting really aggressive with Caleb. It seems totally uncalled for. This is soon confirmed with a tasteless writing decision that made me audibly gasp.
Hey, what happened to Caleb?
Look, you don't know Caleb. He's dangerous. Stay away from him.
What are you talking about?
Caleb's been in and out of psych wards. He's the town outcast.
What kind of message is this sending to young audiences? Did those who experience mental health symptoms deserve to be outcast from society? Of course not. Mental illness may increase the likelihood of committing violence in some individuals, but only a small part of the violence in society can be ascribed to mental health patients. Yet it's undeniable that media like this furthers the harsh stigma surrounding mental health. Shame on the writer in this one for being tactless. Now that we know where Priscilla stands, we get a chance to hear Caleb's side of the story. He warns Jill that Priscilla is a liar, klepto-psycho, oy vey. So Caleb sneaks out of the window, and instead of going downstairs for lunch, she decides to snoop around Priscilla's room. She finds her necklace and Priscilla's belongings. That witch stole it. Even more shocking, she's shook when she spots Caleb in the room with her. These two are plotting something sketchy. Jill leaves and goes down to try the phone, and the line is cut. I have a feeling our girl is in a lot of trouble here. What about you? That night, Caleb tries to explain himself, and he says he's just trying to get back her necklace, and to just trust the process. I don't think so, buddy. He looks out at the full moon. It's a beautiful, bright night out in the countryside. Then Caleb starts to turn. Yeah, he's a scary werewolf. She drops her necklace and she runs to find Priscilla for help. Priscilla confronts the werewolf and starts to change into a werewolf herself. The two wolfies fight over their prey. They're not sharing. So much for pack animals. Sheesh. She's dragged and placed in a safe place. A werewolf protects her. He beats up the other wolves trying to eat her. It's never explicitly said, but it's safe to assume that it's her dad that saves her from this mess. He gives her back her necklace, the one he gave her, and he's a nice wolfie. I'm happy she gets to see her dad again, and know that he might be gone for now, but each full moon, you can hear him howl into the country air at the full moon. It's kind of nice. I'll rate this one a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good stuff for sure. I liked the way they made the werewolf look. The show is pretty fantastic with makeup and costumes, and they frequently make the monsters spooky and very scary. The location was gorgeous and set the tone in a big way. I think the story works great. The dad ties back in here at the end, which is great since he's brought up so frequently throughout the episode. Like he had to show up at some point. The mom character was, to be honest, a mess. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it since she's fictional. Let's be extra judgy for fun. Ha 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 ha. Her daughter was extremely traumatized by the inn. She was having intense nightmares about dying there, and her mom left her there and wished her the best pretty much. Just completely abandoned her for hours and hours. Sure, she came back at night, but wow, she was absent. Good luck, hon. Overall, this was an episode I had fun with, and I hope you did too. Thanks for watching until the end. Be well and stay spooky.